You were drafted by the Rams, started in Los Angeles because they were the LA Rams at the time, relocated with the team to St. Louis. You're in the prime of your career, yet you reach a point where you're ready to retire, as opposed to having to continue to play with the Rams. Explain what was going on there.
Well, I had a situation. A new coach had come in to the organization. His name is Rich Brooks, and he had just left University of Oregon, and so he came to be the head coach. Well, when he got there, we were having, we were in the summer, and it was OTAs, spring, and so we were having practices, and so he asked that would all of the veteran players meet with him. So he had his veteran 10 or so guys, and he asked us if we would be willing to go to training camp early so that he could implement the offense and the defense, because it was totally different than what we had been used to. So we all agreed, yes, we'd all come in. Well, what he didn't realize is that I was going through a contract dispute with the organization. And when training camp time came, I had to hold out because I was still playing under a rookie contract, and I had outplayed that contract, 2 Pro Bowls and 2,000-yard seasons. So it was clear that I had outplayed and outperformed the contract. So I held out. When I came back to the team, the coach felt as though I lied to him because I told him that I would come early to training camp. But what he didn't realize is that it was a contract issue. It had nothing to do with him and my promise to him. And so he took that as an act of defiance against him. And so we got off to a bad start in terms of how he felt about me. So at that point, he really did everything he could to really kind of sabotage my career at that point. And so by the end of the year, I was fed up, completely fed up, and I was ready for a change. And if they weren't going to give me the opportunity to go to another team, then I was ready to retire, because the love for the game wasn't there. And they gave me permission to seek a trade, and that's when the opportunity to come to Pittsburgh presented itself, and they allowed me to define the right landing spot, which was a great opportunity for me because I got to decide where I went. And usually in the trade, you don't get that opportunity. I was very fortunate in having that opportunity, and I was very fortunate that the Steelers were in need of a running back as well. So it was a perfect relationship.
How was playing the Rams that following November? What's that like for you?
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
Was it?
It was fun on a number of different levels. One was the fact that they had released me and traded me, and it was whenever you get traded, is that feeling that they don't want me anymore, and it hurts because you're saying, okay, I got traded, I'm out of there, but you still in the back of your mind say, well, there was a team in the NFL that thought that I was not good enough to play for them. And they didn't want me. And so that always kind of stuck in the back of my head. And so there was another statement that the head coach had made, that I was not a game breaker, and I couldn't change the outcome of the game in one play. And I took offense to that. And so in that game, which was, it was like a vindication of sorts, I had a 50-yard run that I broke off for a touchdown and changed the game. And so, the exact things that he said I couldn't do, I did against him. And that was the icing on the cake for that. And we beat up on him pretty good.